Welcome to Manchester United News Update. Subscribe for more Manchester United news, match previews, and transfer updates. Significant January transfer update as deal close. Manchester United's next manager is likely to have limited spending power in January due to the costs associated with sacking Erik Ten Hag, sources have told Football Insider. Ten Hag, who joined Man United in the summer of 2022 after spending 4 successful years with Eredivisie giants Ajax, was relieved of his duties on the 28th of October following his side's 2-1 defeat against West Ham. The Dutchman was given another chance to prove himself over the summer after finishing 8th in the Premier League last season, but 3 wins from the opening 9 games left United sitting 14th in the table. The Athletic reported on the 30th of October sacking the 54-year-old will cost the Manchester Giants around £15 million in compensation after he only penned a 12-month extension in July, taking his deal up until June 2026. Football Insider revealed on the 29th of October Old Trafford Chiefs are confident they will appoint Ruben Amorim as Ten Hag's successor. The Sporting Lisbon manager has emerged as the leading candidate for the role and is keen on making the move to Manchester despite his contract running until June 2026. Thai Sports reported on the 30th of October United are willing to pay the 39-year-old's £8.3 million release clause, but the Portuguese champions want to receive an extra £4.15 million to waive their rights to a 30-day notice period for him and 3 coaches. Ruben Amorim could be handed limited funds at Man United. It means United could be looking at spending in excess of £27 million in exceptional costs on sacking Ten Hag and appointing Amorim. It comes at a time when co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been working to bring down the club's expenditure after recording significant losses in recent years. Finance expert Stefan Borson told Football Insider United would have breached the Profit and Sustainability (PSR) rules last season if they weren't allowed to add back certain exceptional costs. They were expected to have a lot more PSR capacity this season after academy graduates Mason Greenwood and Scott McTominay were sold to Marseille and Napoli over the summer for more than £50 million. But sources have told Football Insider the costs associated with sacking Ten Hag and bringing in Amorim will change their financial situation, meaning there will likely be significantly less money available. Manchester United in shock, Erik Ten Hag transfer U-turn before sack decision made. Man United and Erik Ten Hag are reported to have been interested in re-signing Danny Welbeck, before the Dutchman was sacked by Ineos on Monday lunchtime. Erik Ten Hag is said to have been interested in bringing Danny Welbeck back to Manchester United, before the former Ajax manager was sacked from his position at Old Trafford. The Dutchman was dismissed on Monday, amid United's worst ever start to a Premier League season. United sit 14th in the top-flight table following last term's 8th-placed finish, their worst final position since 1990. Ten Hag was backed heavily this summer by Ineos, who signed Lenny Yoro, Manuel Ugarte, Joshua Zirkzee, Noussair Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt. Reports in The Athletic have now outlined that ex-United striker, Welbeck, was also drawing interest from Old Trafford at the time. They claim that the Brighton forward was seen as an excellent option to replace Anthony Martial, who left on a free transfer. It's reported that key figures at the club gave serious thought to making him an offer. Welbeck's contract at Brighton was running out at that time, leaving United with a possibility of signing him on a free transfer. But that move never materialized, with Ten Hag's job uncertainty reportedly leading to caution about committing to a transfer under his direction. The 33-year-old had signaled his intent to stay at Brighton, and he signed a new 2-year deal shortly after the January transfer window closed this year. He has since gone on to score 6 goals across all competitions for the Seagulls so far this season, underlining that he still has what it takes to mix it at Premier League level. Welbeck joined United's academy, aged 11, and made 142 first-team appearances before being sold to Arsenal in 2014. He then went on to join Brighton in 2020 after a short spell at Watford. Ruben Amorim wants Manchester United to sign Eduardo Camavinga, Rodrigo. Ruben Amorim is reportedly pushing Manchester United to launch a double raid on Real Madrid for Eduardo Camavinga and Rodrigo. According to a report by Spanish outlet Defensa Central, Eduardo Camavinga and Rodrigo might soon become the subjects of interest from Manchester United. Ruben Amorim wants the Red Devils to sign the Real Madrid duo next year as he closes in on taking over as the new head coach at Old Trafford. Eduardo Camavinga, Rodrigo goes and their Real Madrid journeys. Eduardo Camavinga has come leaps and bounds since joining Real Madrid from Stade Rennais in August 2021. Los Blancos beat stiff competition from many European bigwigs, including Manchester United, to sign the Frenchman, who has made his mark despite not being an undisputed first-choice midfielder for the Spanish giants. The 21-year-old midfielder has turned out 150 times thus far for Real Madrid while chipping in with 2 goals and 9 assists. Meanwhile, Rodrigo has been with Los Blancos for half a decade, arriving at the Santiago Bernabeu in July 2019 from Santos FC. Since then, he has gone from strength to strength at the Spanish club. While the 23-year-old has not been prolific thus far this term, he has been a regular in the final third while chipping in with 3 goals and 2 assists in 13 appearances across all competitions. Meanwhile, the Real Madrid duo might soon become the subjects of interest from Manchester United, with Ruben Amorim keen on taking them to Old Trafford. Premier League move on the cards. Ruben Amorim's interest in Eduardo Camavinga and Rodrigo is understandable. The Portuguese tactician, who should soon become the new Manchester United manager, prefers efficient and dynamic midfielders in his system, bringing Camavinga into the picture. As for Rodrigo, the Brazilian's versatility makes him an appealing target for Amorim. The incoming Manchester United manager prefers a 3-4-3 formation that can also evolve into a 3-4-2-1 system. So, a versatile attacker who can play on the flanks and reprise central roles will be a top-notch addition to the Manchester United attack. However, convincing Real Madrid to sell Rodrigo will be a tall order. In addition, signing Camavinga from Real Madrid will not be straightforward. So, Amorim should encounter roadblocks if he pushes Manchester United to sign the French midfielder and the Brazilian attacker from Real Madrid next year. Thanks.